have clarity in your thought. If you look, I'm repeating again, if you see the Naga movement from a faction perspective, you will get frustrated, my friends. Don't look from faction perspective. It is a movement for our future and for our homeland. Remember that. We are yet to officially achieve that. No doubt, we have lots of documents that can substantiate, support our movement, and it has been officially, we have a record of even transmitting to the extent of United Nations. This is our rights. We have not voluntarily given consent. We have not very happily agreed to be a part of the system that we are in at the moment. But because of this circumstantial compulsion, a state has been created. Some of our people have been left in the present state of Manipur, some in the present state of Arunachal Pradesh, some in the present state of Assam, and few of us, so-called the state of Naga, and the major chunk of our land and our people are in the state of Burma. They changed into Myanmar after military junta. The official name is Burma. We will only call them Burma. So, the major chunk of our people in our land are there. The struggle continues. Whether you are a student leader, whether you are a student, whether you are a government official, or whether you are a politician, it is incumbent upon you. You have the responsibility to talk of the Naga rights, to carry forward, because there is an unaccomplished task left behind, the responsibility to be shouldered on us. Our leaders, our elders, they have not failed us. If you see the record, in each of the stages of the history that we have passed on, we have come thus far, there was not even a single moment our elders have wavered in a very trying and testing time also. Now we are now in a comfort zone, long run. That is why the young generation have forgotten how much we have struggled. One of our panelists, Dr. Lano, was talking about post-ceasefire. When we say ceasefire, there is only two ceasefire, okay? One, the first ceasefire is 1964, 6 September. Then come in the 1997 ceasefire, which he was talking about. So post-ceasefire means after 1997. So therefore, now if of the post-ceasefire 1997, yes, he is right. Many of our young friends, they don't know how the life of our forefathers were. These stories have not been narrated properly to them. Burning of our villages, you know. I keep even demanding that India owe to us most of our best of the best. What do you call this? Ornaments. That's the right. Are being burned down. The granaries have been burned down. Our houses have been burned down. They owe a lot of compensation to us actually. Can we keep quiet? And defiling our worship places, desecrating. I think that's the right word. Desecration of our worship places, and also to our women folk. All these histories are not being told. This post 1997 born young ones. So, and after this, lots of factions have come in. So what they know is Naga movement is all about creation of faction. No. And government of India is to be blamed. Because they are the one creating more factions. I'm very vocal on this. Instead of finding the right solution. And this is where as a politician, I've been talking inside the house also, even in all front, that this is not the way government of India should be approaching to the Naga political issue. Because if they want stability within the Indian Union, the Northeast, especially Nagas, have to be treated with respect, by respecting our history and also finding the right relationship between government of India and the Nagas, the people of India and the Nagas.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Ino Naugang Nansa, the president of the Naga Students Organization, Myanmar, Eastern Zone, Burma.
Thank you for giving me the stage. In the first place, I want to thank our Almighty God for giving us another day once again, for bringing us to this third day of the conference, and for bringing every one of us from different corners, for keeping us safe from the journey, and myself, which took me 3 nights and 4 days to reach here from Lahe. I thank God for that. Respected NSF President, NSF officials, federating units, subordinate bodies, the host Rengma Students Union Organizing Committee, today's special guest Ino S. Tohi Yatho, Speaker Dr. Akum Longchari, Chairperson Ili Gugu Haralu. I bring you my warmest greetings and my very best morning wishes to you all. Before I begin with my solidarity message, I have a message from the Eastern Nagas when I share with my seniors and people that I'm going to the NSF General Conference. They share with me, they told me to share the grievances and the situations and the political scenario that we are in the Eastern Zone. So before I get into my solidarity message, I would like to take some time to give a brief introduction of the Eastern situation. So kindly bear with me. Our chairperson has earlier treated me with a very limited time. Actually, I want to take about 30 minutes something, but I will try my best to shorten my message. Kindly bear with me. Yeah, you see, as Nagas are divided into different corners, different states, I feel very sad. The younger generation, today's youth, we have very limited knowledge about the Naga areas, Naga land, beyond the artificial borders, beyond the imposed borders. I reached here yesterday morning and I met many people, youths. When I told them that I came from Lahe, most of them did not know where is Lahe. So I will begin with the geographical map and the location of our eastern areas from imposed border areas. So Nagas under Myanmar occupied Nagaland, we share borders from Arunachal. Our ancestral land starts from the north from Arunachal, stretching to the Kachin state, Hakong Valley. From Hakong Valley till Kabo Valley in the Manipur side, Tamu side. So when we measure that land, we can see that Eastern Nagas, there are lots of vast land in the eastern sector, eastern side. So we have major towns, we have Shambuyan, Tanai. Those are Nagas in the east also divided like in the Indian side, like Manipur, Arunachal. So in the eastern side also we have Shambuyan and Tanai is under Kachin state. And then Leshi, Lehe, Nanyun, these only 3 townships has been recognized by the Burmese government as a self-zone of the Naga people. And then we have Khamti, Homalin, and then Thamandi, and then Tamu More, which is not included in the Naga zones. So even in the east, we are like that. So, and today, the political situation, the struggle of our eastern is very measurable, I should say. After the military coup in Myanmar. You all know that the Eastern Nagas are deprived of education and then healthcare, connectivity, communication. You all have heard somehow, even though if you don't have experience. Because of the Naga struggle, Naga movement and all, you see, because of our political aspiration, Eastern Nagas carrying the cross of the Naga sovereignty, till today we stand very clear in our principle. We have not made any single mistake. There is not even a black dot in the white paper with regards to the Eastern Naga history. Why? Because we have never been part of the Burmese Union also. You may have known that the Panlong Agreement 1947, Nagas were not part of it. And 21st century, in the NLD time, they tried to revive the Panlong Conference for 4 times. Nagas were not part of it because this Panlong Agreement and Panlong Conference is to be united. There are so many over 150 ethnic groups in Myanmar. So this conference, this agreement is to bring all the ethnic groups of Myanmar under the Union of Myanmar. So we can go to the Union of Myanmar. We are not fighting for autonomy or this and that also. That is why Nagas were not part of it. And in nationwide ceasefire agreement in 2015 under the Chunda government, the nationwide ceasefire agreement also the same. It is to bring all the armed groups under the Union of Myanmar to give greater autonomy and to form the federal union. But the Eastern Nagas, the Naga national workers in the East, they rejected. And because they rejected this invitation to NCA, in 2019, the headquarters of NNC and GPRN was overtaken. And then the Burmese Chunda government, they tried to crush the Naga national movement, the sovereignty, the rights of the Nagas. But thank God, till today, Naga national workers in the East, they are standing strong. From the very beginning, from where we start, we are still there. So this is our political stand in the East. Till today, once we start our negotiation with the Burmese government for the eastern areas, then there our political future is gone. There is no more the first, from the very beginning, what we stand for, Naga sovereignty, Naga one principle, one Naga nation, one people, that slogan will be gone. If the Eastern Nagas started negotiations, started for autonomy, started for federal state with the government of Myanmar, then our principle, Naga principle, our destiny will be stopped there. That is why, even though we are struggling without education, without infrastructure, without healthcare, the Eastern Nagas are still carrying the cross of the Naga national movement. I want to say this. And then after the military coup, what have happened to us? The Nagas in the East have come under threat from different corners. Not only a national threat, but economy, education, healthcare, and everything is gone. In the north, the Kachins, they have started their aggression, the intrusion to Naga areas. They have expanded their administration towards the Naga villages in the northern side. Why? Because Nagas have become narrow-minded, self-interest within state borders. We are not united. That is why our neighbors, our people, our next kin, our next immediate neighbors, they are disrespecting our rights. Now, see, because of the political, Myanmar crisis, in Naga areas, we don't have even one hospital, we don't have even one college. So for education, for healthcare, for business, we have to go to Kachin State, we have to go to Homalin, Kamdi, the Shan, crossing the San areas. We can go. Why? Because we get kidnapped on the way. We are being forced recruits. force recruit. Our youths are being force recruited by the KIA, Kachin Independence Army in the north. Even if we go for treatment, when a patient is sick, we need a guide, no? So even the guide they arrest, they kidnap, and they put into forced recruitment and then send them to front line, fighting for the Kachin people. Fighting Naga youths are being forced. Why is this happening? Because of our disunity. This is the situation. And when we try to go to the south, the Shani has become a threat. And then the Chunda also become a threat. The Chunda is also applying their conscription, their law. They are just randomly arresting students, youths. We can move out for economy, for healthcare, for education. We have been isolated in our own home, in our own village. And then, because of that, we look to the west, our western brothers on the Indian side, Arunachal Nagas, border area, Nagaland, Manipur. And then the Indian threat again, border fencing, FNR thing. So, in what situation the Eastern Nagas we are facing today? I want our Nagaland Nagas, our Nagaland brothers, to give a thought on our situation and to reach out your hand in this time of need. Today is the right time for the East and West to show solidarity, to support each other. Maybe education, maybe healthcare, and maybe even economy. Now we are mainly depending on the Western imposed border areas towards the Western Nagas. And then this FMR, how cruel is India? Instead of reaching out their hands on humanitarian ground, helping the displaced people, they are trying to fence, and then they have been applying restriction on our free movement. So earlier also our Western Nagas and even the Eastern Nagas have strongly protested, rejected the divisive policies of the government of India to fence and to apply restriction on our movement. I really appreciate the UNC, the United Naga Council, and us, Southern Nagas. They have been in action. They are now fighting really, very hard. And our Nagaland and other parts of the Nagas, of course, we have also, but we should not leave the Southern Nagas alone to fight with them. We have to be united. Today they are standing alone. We'll watch. The government of India will win over them, and when they are done with them, they will come to Nagaland. And then Nagaland will shout, but the rest of the Nagas will be silent. So if these things happen, then if the fencing has been really done, then our political future, Nagaland state alone cannot stand as a nation. Southern Nagaland cannot stand alone as a nation. Eastern Nagas, we cannot stand alone as a nation. So we have to be united in our collective aspiration and in our cause. So it is time for Nagas to see beyond our kitchens. And it is time to really think in action of our political aspiration, not within state borders alone. So, dear brothers and sisters, beloved Naga leaders, we have to see beyond. And also, we want to request from the Eastern Zone, in this critical situation of the Eastern Nagas, we seek your helping hand towards our education, towards our healthcare and economy. Because last year, over 75 schools in Naga villages could not be run due to lack of teachers. And this year, over 85 schools has been closed down because due to lack of teachers. There's no hospitals, there's no doctors. So for education, for healthcare, we are depending on the West. We are coming, and we want you to reach out to us also. So this is the request from the Eastern Nagas. And then to conclude with allow me to read my solidarity message. Respected President, esteemed leaders of the Naga Students Federation, distinguished delegates, invited guests, and my beloved Naga brothers and sisters. On behalf of the Naga Students Organization and on my own behalf, I extend my warmest greetings and heartfelt solidarity to you all on this momentous occasion of the 31st General Conference of the Naga Students Federation. First and foremost, I sincerely thank the NSF leadership for the kind invitation and the privilege to stand here today and share this message of unity and support. It is truly an honor to be part of this historic gathering where the collective aspiration of our people are being shared. The theme of this year's conference, Resilience in Transition, is both powerful and deeply meaningful. We the Naga people are navigating through a period of significant political, social, and cultural change. These are times of uncertainty, but also of opportunity. And history reminds us that our strength has always been our resilience, our ability to endure, adapt, and overcome while holding firmly to our identity and values. I also take this moment to pay tribute to the past leaders of the NSF, pioneers who through their visions, sacrifices, and dedication have built the foundation on which we stand today. Their contributions continue to inspire generations of students and leaders to work for the welfare, unity, and dignity of the Naga people. I extend my very best wishes to all the aspiring candidates contesting for the NSF leadership. As you step forward to take on this responsibility, may you be guided by integrity, courage, and deep sense of service. To those who will be entrusted with this mandate, I encourage and challenge you to create history in your time, to lead with vision, unity, and determination. The challenges ahead are many, but so are the possibilities. The student community looks up to you for guidance and inspiration, and I believe that your commitment and dedication will carry the Federation to even greater heights. On behalf of the NSO, I reaffirm our unwavering support and solidarity with the NSF in all its endeavors. Together as students and as one people, let us continue to nurture unity, wisdom, and hope. May this 31st General Conference ignite fresh ideas, inspire bold decisions, and strengthen our collective resolve to serve the aspiration of our people. May the Almighty God guide us with His wisdom as we journey forward, and may the NSF continue to shine as a beacon of resilience, leadership, and progress for generations to come. Good night.
Thank you for your powerful words. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Naga Nansa, the President of the Naga Students Organization, Myanmar, Eastern Zone, Burma.